Great, welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to get started in just a minute. Great, thank you for joining everyone for this healthy live class, making the most of our integration. And the integration we're going to be discussing today is the Living Plate and Healthy integration. We just want to let you know that Healthy has partnered with Living Plate Rx to enable mutual members to offer meal plans and Living Plate programs directly through Healthy. In this live class, we're going to be walking through the basics of the integration. And we have Jeannie Petrucci here from Living Plate and Emma Bixler from Healthy Success Team. Cool. Jeannie, let's go to the next slide.
Let's do it. Oops, there we go.
Cool. I'm just going to quickly run through our agenda. We're going to talk about what Living Plate Rx is in case you're new to Living Plate. We're also going to talk about Healthy in case you're new to Healthy. We're going to review our integration benefits, how to enable the integration, and then we're going to get into the details, how to add meal plans or programs to a Healthy package, the programs that you can take advantage of that Living Plate Rx offers, and how to do so in Healthy. And then, of course, we're going to touch on the client experience with our integration. We ask that you save any questions. If you have them, pop them into the Q&A box. We are going to reserve time for a Q&A session. So ask your questions. We'll be happy to answer them towards the end. So I'm going to turn it over now to Jeannie from Living Plate RX. And Jeannie, go ahead.
Thank you. You know, I realized that we have what is Living Plate RX, but I never said, I never inserted who I am. So can I do that now? Just to share with everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm more than a company, right?
Yes.
So hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Jeannie Petrucci. I am a registered dietitian and nutritionist. I am also a nutrition educator and a culinary coach, and I am the founder of Living Plate RX. So Living Plate RX is a nutrition, content, and digital meal planning program. It's set up as a membership, and it is for nutrition and wellness professionals. So here are the things that Living Plate RX membership offers you. You'll have the ability to issue dynamic, customizable meal plans to clients without creating them from scratch. When I say dynamic there, you can move things around. It is digital. It is not a PDF or static meal plan. You'll be able to scale your practice with white labeled evidence-based nutrition content. So in addition to the meal plans, which you see in the image on top, you will also have access to an extensive and growing evidence-based nutrition education library. So anything that you can think of that you would need in your practice in a scalable form, it's in a digital form. So full courses, which we're going to talk about today, but also things like ebooks and handouts, blog posts. We have an entire collection of 1,300 word blog posts that you can use. We have journal prompts. Emma, I actually didn't even mention this to you earlier, but journal prompts that you can use within Healthy to send to your clients. We have 325 of those. So really excited about that. And also cooking videos and things like that. Our content is very culinary nutrition focused. So everything revolves around food and nutrition. And then you'll also be able to add value to your practice and improve patient satisfaction. So when I say add value to your practice, it really is about differentiating yourself from other practitioners by offering this dynamic meal planning system and this evidence-based content to your clients. And partnering with Healthy for me is a dream come true. I've known them for years from the very beginning. And the partnership, as you will see, makes a whole lot of sense. So we're really excited to support you. The one slide I inserted yesterday that I just wanted to cover really is our philosophy about the content that we provide. at the top, you'll see a circle that's this Venn diagram I created to describe our philosophy. So MNT is medical nutrition therapy. It is the counseling process. It really is what happens and those interactions that happen between you and your client or your patient, right? So assessment, diagnosis, and all of that. On the bottom left, you also see digital nutrition resources, which in the past 18 months have become really relevant now because you're no longer handing your patients handouts. You are now having to send them digital versions, right? So having digital nutrition resources available is really important. And then the final piece of the Venn diagram is the digital culinary experience. For me, I'm super passionate, and everything that I do is around a culinary nutrition approach to care. I do not think that you can change somebody's behavior with a better handout, right? You need to show them how to bring nutrition prescriptions to life in their kitchen, and that is the digital culinary experience. So when you put all of these three things together, you have an evidence-based approach to health behavior change. So MNT, nutrition resources, and culinary experience, all kind of nice and tight in this package for you that will drive successful client transformations and of course affect nutrition-related health behavior change. Okay, Emma, your turn.
So hi, everyone. I'm Emma. I am one of the customer success managers here. So yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about who we are as Healthie. We are all-in-one practice management tool. We are HIPAA compliant to easily, with our software, it's just for you to easily run your business. With that being said, we have a lot of features available within our platform, such as a scheduling feature. You can create claims and invoices. You'll be able to chart within our system, and also there's a client engagement side where you can invite your clients or patients to utilize Healthie to fill out their forms, pay invoices, and they'll be able to utilize certain journal features that they can take pictures of their food, track certain metrics or their workout. So everything's fully customizable within our system. So yeah, basically just to help you build your relationships with your clients or patients to improve their health outcomes. So
there it goes. It's a little slow, sorry. So this is how it all comes together. So you see our evidence-based approach to client care, which incorporates evidence-based nutrition education and culinary experience, and of course you and the counseling process inside of Healthie, which is this practice management platform. So the benefits of this integration to you is that, number one, you're going to have improved workflow. So for those of you who have been Living Plate Rx members and Healthie users already, you've had to go outside of Healthie to issue a meal plan or to put together a course and bring it into Healthie. This integration is now going to significantly improve that workflow. So we're also going to be saving you time. Time is money, so it's not here, but we're also going to be saving you money there. Client retention. So the more value you add to your services, the more, the next bullet, client satisfaction, the more satisfied they are, the better retention you're going to have. So making it more seamless and engaging for your clients is really important. It now makes you more competitive, right? So you're adding value to your practice and you're differentiating yourself from other practitioners by offering these really unique services. And then also scalability. I mean, scalability is not a new word in our business. It's been around for a long time, but honestly, in the past 18 months, it has become even more important that you have content that you can scale. So Healthie is our vehicle for scaling all of this wonderful content that you can use with your clients. Emma, did you want to add anything here, or do you want me to advance the slide?
No, you pretty much covered it all.
I covered it. Okay. Okay, so party time now. So now I'm going to, Emma, I'm going to share my screen first, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again, and we are going to go, sorry about that. Oh, I'm in the wrong, oh, something happened. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. I just can't find the page. I think I have to X out of this. Emma, it's not finding my tab. Hold on, let me just X out and I'll do it again.
Are we
Sorry, guys,
covering
hold on.
first how to enable the integration, Jeannie?
Actually, I'm just going to give everybody some context of what Living Plate RX looks like here. It came up again. All right, I just had to close it and reopen it. There we go. Can you see it now? Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
So before Emma takes you for a dive into Healthy and shows you how to enable the integration, I just wanted to give you some context, especially for those who don't know Living Plate RX. Just wanted to give you some context as to what the meal planner and the meal plans look like, and also the library of nutrition education materials. So this is what a Living Plate RX dashboard looks like. You have access to many pre-populated plans. And we have some base plans. We also have the Mealtime method plans, which once you become a member, you actually will get access to a masterclass that explains this method. But essentially, the Mealtime method is a course delivery framework. Therefore, we use the Mealtime method meal plans inside Healthy because inside Healthy, we built these courses out. So the Mealtime method plans are here. And then we also have some partner meal plans here. We've just partnered with 3x4 Genetics. So you have access to all of these meal plans, and your clients are listed here. So you can see I have Hector Smith. He is the demo client that Emma is going to show you inside of Healthy. Let me just open this up so that you can see what the meal planner looks like. So I'm not going to cover how to use the meal planner because we have that available inside our masterclass. But when I say dynamic, I just wanted you to understand what it looks like. So as I'm making these changes, Hector is seeing all of the changes that I'm making to his meal planner. And of course, we get the nutrition data. There is further nutrition calculation, grocery list, and then of course, you can get a printable version. So that in 60 seconds or less is the Living Plate RX dashboard. And this is the library that you get access to. So once you join Living Plate RX membership, you get access to an extensive library of nutrition education materials. Today, we are going to be focusing on programs that we have loaded into Healthy. A program is basically a course. And so, for example, Nutrition for Optimal Health here, Building a Healthy Kitchen, we have tons of courses that we have not yet loaded into Healthy, but we're just kind of doing it one at a time. We have immunity. Today, we're going to be talking about I think Emma and I agreed we'll do nutrition and prenatal care, which was the most recent course that we loaded. And I'm just going to click on this because I think it's important for you to have this framework in mind as we dive into Healthy. So you have access to this outside of Healthy. You have a facilitator's guide. That's basically a lesson plan for you. It also has a list of references that we use to build this collection. The original slide decks are here. But as you'll see in Healthy, they're already done for you and pre-narrated. But inside Healthy, you're going to have the opportunity, and we'll show you, to edit these programs. And you can go back into your Living Plate RX library and make some decisions about what things you want to edit. For example, if you wanted to use different videos, you could insert different videos. You can just pick from a list here, and we have another collection of videos that you can select from. So you're in Healthy, we have these pre-populated plans, you can click and go, or you can edit. So if you decide to edit your Healthy program, you'll want to go back into your Living Plate RX library and download and brand some of the content. Emma, the last thing I just want to show them is how simple it is for them to brand their content. So inside Healthy, we do have all of this content kind of, it's just generic. It doesn't have your brand on it, it's just generic content. But if you wanted the content to have your brand on it, all you would do is go back into your library and find that piece of content. Let's just pick something here. Here, a guide to whole grain, something just really simple here. I'm just going to click on that inside the library. And when I click on this link, it's going to open it up in Canva for me, just to show you how simple it is. And in here, you just delete the brand, drop your brand in, add your practice information. You can edit all of the content. And then at the end, you just drop in your logo, you download it as a PDF, and then you upload it to Healthy. So really simple. Emma, is there anything else that you want me to cover on this side of our conversation, which is the digital meal planning and the library?
No, I think
we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Terrific. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and Emma's going to start sharing hers. And we're going to talk about, I think first we decided we'll cover the meal plans and how do you create a meal plan package, and then how do you assign it to a patient?
Yes. share my screen. Okay, awesome. So once once you have access to the Living Plate Rx, you have the membership, you would have to reach out to us for us to turn on the integration. It takes about a few days for us to enable it. Once it's enabled, within each client's profile, under their overview page, you will have a section for meal plans. So for this example, I'm showing one, a client who doesn't currently doesn't have a meal plan. So what you could do is click on manage packages. What happens is that you're redirected to billing and to client packages, which is this is your service area, anything that you want to enroll your client into or have them sign up on their own, you create it as a package. So I'm just going to create one from scratch. So you'll have the option to create a new package. That's when you can follow our template where you can add an image for that package for that meal plan. You'll write the name of the meal plan or that package title. So I'm just going to do the flex plan. Then we give you the option to add in a description. You can add images, videos within here. Just keep in mind there's a character limit. So if you're going in, in depth, maybe it's best for you to upload like an introductory video or maybe a video of you going more in depth of what the plan involves, or if there's appointments included, or if you're also
Emma, could I just make a comment while you're on this page? So under the description, we already give that to you. We have landing pages for every single one of these plans. So it's as simple as a cut and paste. So we already have a description created for the flex plan. And then you could just add onto that to describe the package that you're putting together.
Perfect. And then below that is package visibility, which is if you want your current clients who are on Healthy to be able to see this in their packages tab to sign up on their own. So with anyone that's added to Healthy, they'll have a packages tab and they can just go through there and sign up for any of the meal plans that you have visible, or maybe you only want a certain group of clients to be able to see it, or if you just want to keep it hidden. If you keep it hidden, we do give you the option to provide the client a URL link that connects it directly to that meal plan package where they can go ahead and sign up through that link.
And the link there for the video, Emma, we actually do provide our members with a generic tutorial on how to get the most out of your meal planner. That would actually work really well here. So it doesn't speak specifically to the flex plan, but it is an overview of how to use the meal planner.
Perfect. Yeah. And if you prefer to use create your own.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you would just have to, it would just have to be a URL link of the video. So we give you examples like YouTube, Loom, and Vimeo. They can, they usually provide you like a URL link to the video. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and press continue. And then it's the next, it's taking me into what's included in this package. So you can include sessions if you wanted to, any programs that you want to enroll that client into. So when you click on add program, you'll see all of the programs that are listed in your programs tab. I'll circle back to programs. I'm only including the meal plan. So with here, you'll see a section for meal plan. You'll click on add meal plan, and then in the drop down, it will show all of the meal plans you created within your dashboard on Living Plate. So I'm just going to go ahead and select that flex plan or flex meal plan, and then click on add to package, and then press continue, and then it'll take me to pricing. How much do I want to charge for this meal plan? So I'm just going to do an example. We do have the option for you to select a billing frequency. So if you do want to offer like a one-time payment plan and also, or a one-time payment and also let's say a weekly payment plan, you'll be able to do so. You just have to create different packages. But I'm going to show after I create this package, you can make copied versions of your package so that you don't have to recreate the whole thing. Maybe you want to like adjust the meal plan that's included in that package. So for now, this is for $100. I'm just going to go ahead and click on create package. And then there is that flex plan that I've created. In the drop down, you'll have an option to copy. So like I said, you can make a copied version of your package if you just want to maybe you copy and paste the description, add it in the video, so that you don't have to recreate the whole entire thing again. You'll see there's a copied version of that package where you can go through, edit that package. And let's say for this one, I wanted to select a different meal plan. When I go to included items, it'll show meal plans here. That the flex plan is included. I can click on the 3 dots to remove it from the package and then go ahead and add a different plan to that package. So I don't have to like start all over from scratch. Each package you create will have a share button. So you'll be able to share each specific package. So clear this out. So you'll notice there's a share button. So when clicking on share, we give you the option to add it to your website, or you can use the sharing link, which is a URL link that you can paste on social media, your website. You can put it in an email if you're making a recommendation to a client. And when they go through that link, they'll be able to see the image, the description, a video to watch, and then they'll be able to put in their information and their credit card information to pay for that meal plan. Back to healthy. So I mentioned there's share buttons for each individual package, but let's say you created a few meal plans that applies to a specific client. You don't want to share, let's say, 5 different package links to that specific client. So under more, there's also an option to generate one unique link that shows, maybe 2 of those meal plans versus like the 10 that you offer, so that they have the one link they can click on and see those different options versus you sending multiple links. So that's under the share and share packages. So yeah, that's a little bit about packages. Also, if you have their card on file, you'll be able to charge the card directly here. So if you're having a session with them and you mention about a meal plan, you can just click on charge. If you didn't have that client's card on file, you can request payment, which will send them an invoice, which they can pay directly in their Healthy account, and they'll have access to their meal plan. So I'm just going to jump into Hector Smith, which was mentioned, or this example client was mentioned a little bit earlier when we were looking at the dashboard. So Hector has a meal plan available for him, and you can see you'll be able to see when it was added, active. You can go directly to Living Plate Rx to view the meal plan, which will open up a new tab, and it will take you to viewing the meal plan that Hector's going through.
So the one thing here while it's loading, I just wanted to mention, number one, you have an unlimited number of meal plans that you can issue to clients. So while you're charging your clients a certain amount for this package, you're not being charged anything for the meal plan. So you have an unlimited number. And then also the view that Emma is showing you now, if Hector had made changes to his meal planner, you would see it in real time here. Just wanted to make that clear.
So yeah, that is with packages and including those meal plans within your package. Also, just circling back, you can also include the program for them to enroll and to gain access to the educational course material of it, which includes the videos, documents, knowledge checks within that course. Is there anything else you wanted me to go over with packages before I switch it off to you for programs?
No, but I mean, this is just so amazing to see it in action. Really excited for everybody. And I would just say that if you are going to be using any of our pre-built courses, you're definitely going to want to do what Emma just did, which is create a package that includes that course and that meal plan, whatever meal plan you're assigning. So if you're doing prenatal, you're going to want the prenatal meal plan. You assign it to that course. And then of course, like the sessions that Emma mentioned, if you're adding more value to your package by offering individual appointments and sessions, you're going to want to add that too. So I love that you're here now able to put it all together.
Yep. So with this low FODMAP, this is the package. I'm including the program the low FODMAP, and then it also includes the meal plan as well. And you can also add in those like additional like bonus of adding in sessions, or maybe you'll have like group Q&As that you would like to include within that package for them to sign up.
So scalable, right? I mean, you could issue this to 100 people and have 100 people going through your program. It's amazing.
Awesome. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen.
Sure. And then I'll dive in. So Stephanie, we're just going to keep moving along unless you interrupt us with any questions you want us to answer. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. I see we're getting a lot of questions. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We're going to answer those at the end, Stephanie?
Yeah, we're going to answer those questions at the end.
Okay.
Just to let anyone know, if you have specific questions about how to use Living Plate Rx, the meal planning or the programs, when you are a Living Plate member, you do get access to Jeannie's masterclass, which talks you through how to use meal plans, how to use programs, where to find these additional resources. So
Thanks.
if you're not seeing them in Healthy, the masterclass is not available on Healthy, but it is available through your Living Plate membership.
Exactly. And you also get access to me and our team. We have a very active private Facebook group, and I do strategy calls every 2 weeks. So in addition to the masterclass, you'll have plenty of support. So don't worry. Okay. So Emma, what we're going to do next, and correct me if I'm wrong, is I'm just going to go ahead and dive into the program here.
Yes.
Nutrition for Healthy Pregnancy. So Nutrition for Healthy Pregnancy was built using this content right here. Okay, so if as a Living Plate Rx member, you can always go back if you wanted to see the references. Everything is here. The one thing that I wanted you to cover, Emma, is the editing function, the copying function here. So if they wanted to copy, they have to copy the master. They can't edit the master, correct?
Correct. If you try editing the master, we're going to let you know that you don't have access to it. So you have to create a copy.
Okay, yeah, that happened during our first beta launch. So you won't see the drafts in your programs tab right now. You'll only see what is published. And as we improve the courses, if we're adding anything, the Healthy team will republish it, refresh it, and send you a notification. But you do need to copy the master, and then you can leave it as is, or you can edit it. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So we're in edit mode now. So let's just assume that I had copied Nutrition for Healthy Pregnancy. Now there are certain pieces that I'm definitely, as the practitioner, going to want to edit. So the program title, read through the description. You should read through every piece of content, by the way, before you issue this to clients, right? Make sure that it is definitely in line with your practice philosophy and your brand. Every course, every program has, addresses pain points. So if you want to change those, this is where you do that. Just move on to the modules now. All of our programs or course, when we say program, I'm going to refer to them as courses interchangeably. They are 4-week drip courses. You could, if you wanted to, deliver any one of these courses live in a 1.5 to 2 hour session. You can totally do that. It's a lot of content though. And I just found in my own practice, I've tested all of these programs in my own practice, which is where I'm standing now. And I just found that a 4-week drip works best with very brief slide deck chunks followed by content, information, and meal planning. It really takes up about 45 minutes to an hour of somebody's time each week to kind of go through everything. But again, if you wanted to deliver it live, or if you wanted to just deliver it all in one chunk, it's up to you. You can edit 100% of this. So the first thing that you're going to want to edit is the welcome to the course, because that needs to have, that's an email, and that has information about you and your practice, about your instructor. That's pretty obvious. You need to edit that. Outline and objectives, that's pretty standard. Let's take a look at that. But go ahead and read through it. Really important for you to experience this as well. This is just to let people know overall what they can expect upon completion of your course. I have a welcome here to week 1. Again, you can change that if you'd like. Let's open that up. Oh, wait, that is not that one. That one just lets them know specifically what is in week 1. And then week one. Oh, this was, I'm sorry, Emma. Let me go back to the course introduction. There we go. So the course introduction is a narrated slide deck. So I have narrated in a very generic way. I do not introduce myself. Aside from my Jersey accent, there's no way that anybody would be able to know that it's me. And so that is embedded here, along with what they can expect. Again, I do, it seems a little duplicitous, but it's really important to make sure that your patients know what to expect each week and from each module. So this is getting a little bit more into details about what they can expect. I just want to see here. How can I view this, Emma? Because I did want to run this for them.
You can either go to options in the right-hand corner. Just
there we go.
Preview. Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, preview. There you go. Okay. So this is how it's going to appear. Now, we're not all going to listen to this together, but what I do, I cover program overview, which is weekly what they can expect, and then the objectives specifically for this program. Okay, I'd like to go to the, how do I go back to the regular view?
You could just hit the back button of your web browser. That should take it.
All right, good, great, perfect. Now, if you wanted to narrate your own slide deck, it's super simple. You just go to that page, you hit edit where the slide deck appears, and then you insert your own link. It's really simple, and then just save it. And then it will replace my generic narration with your narration. So week one materials, let's take a look at that. And every week is set up exactly the same. And every course is set up exactly the same. So this is really a very, again, evidence-based and standardized approach to delivering the information. So it's all going to look really similar. Oh, this one I didn't re-edit. So it still has some inflammation here. I need to fix that. So we have week one is the food guide, and then the kitchen and pantry essentials handouts, that's down here. Let me just see if I can open that up. See if they can see that. Okay, so this is an example of a handout. You can put your brand on it if you want. Otherwise, you can keep it generic like this. Prenatal kitchen essentials and our prenatal pantry essentials are here. Again, this material is in your library if you would want to brand it yourself. Let's go back. And there we go. And then we have lesson one, where's lesson two? Lesson two, lesson three, and lesson four here, okay? Every lesson comes with, just go in here, the materials, the slide deck, and then the knowledge check. The knowledge check, let me just go back here. I'm actually going to pop into Nutrition for Optimal Immunity. That was the first one that I did, and here we go. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so you can see it looks, I just wanted you to see, it looks exactly the same. Okay, so we have our welcome, our materials, our lesson, and then the knowledge check. Let's take a look at what that looks like. This is some real value here, right? So you can't change what you can't measure. And with every one of our lesson plans, we provide you with an evaluation piece. We have preloaded the evaluation into Healthy. So let me go back. I'll show you that was knowledge check for week one. Let's just scroll down to knowledge check for week two. That one's a little bit more robust. So typically it's going to include very few free form answers. It's usually true, false, multiple choice, where they can pick all that apply. And usually around 4 to 5 questions is typical for a week. And then they can answer those questions and you can see the results. So the knowledge checks for each week, and then we move on to the cooking demonstration. So if you reflect back on that Venn diagram that I shared with you in the beginning, remember we have nutrition education piece in that one bubble, and then we have a culinary in the other bubble. This is where kind of the culinary picks up. So all of the cooking demonstrations that we have loaded into your program are relevant to that, not only that topic, but that week. So this week in the Nutrition for Optimal Immunity, we're talking about immunological resistance and gut health. So I include different videos for you. Let's just take a view here. So the video is here, the recipe from Living Plate Rx is here, and then there's always just a little bit of content that talks about how it relates back to the topic. This is completely editable too, by the way. So if you wanted to insert any content of your own here, you are free to do that. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so anywhere from 4 to 5 cooking videos in each week. Each video, they're very brief. So anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes for each video. And, you know, people can either cook along, they can pause. Most of them are pans and hands. We are going to be moving forward, only loading pans and hands, meaning that you're not seeing my likeness. You're only seeing my hands prepare the food in the kitchen. But when we did our first beta group test and with our content development group, actually, it was even before the beta, people really wanted access to some of the videos where I am personally demonstrating things. And in that case, we've done this. Oh, wait, this one is not a great example because I'm not in that one. But it'll just state my colleague, Jeannie Petrucci, demonstrates how to do this, right? So for some of these, you might find profile videos. If you don't want to use them, just take them out, go into your Living Plate Rx library and upload a different one. Really simple. Also, additionally, all of these cooking videos reflect what is in the meal plan for that week as well. So that's important to know. And then each week, I usually try and include just some other content that might be relevant. Shopping tips. I originally included this during the pandemic because people had a lot of questions about shopping during the pandemic, but then I just edited it to make it evergreen, and it really just addresses basic shopping tips. Again, you are free to go in there and edit that yourself. And then let's see here. Okay, then we move on to SMART goals. Again, each week is following the same format. We have our nutrition lesson, our knowledge check, the culinary piece, you know, a little additional content here, and then we move right into SMART goals. SMART goals are goals that your clients are going to set for themselves before the next week. So let's open that up and see what that looks like. So we actually define for them what a SMART goal is, and then we give them examples here, and then they actually have to type in 3 SMART goals. So as the practitioner, you're going to want to check on that to make sure that people are setting goals for themselves. You don't want them to bypass that for sure. And then this will make sense. We have a welcome back to week 2, where they are going to be asked to reflect on whether or not they met those goals. And then we're just going to move right into the materials, the nutrition education, knowledge check, culinary, a bit of information, and SMART goals again. And then we come back week 3. Here's the goal survey I was talking about. So welcome back. Did you meet your SMART goals from last week? Yes or no? If you didn't, please share any barriers that you experienced. What the goal survey does, this reflection does, is it allows you to practice motivational interviewing in a scalable way, if that makes sense. Typically, if you are counseling someone or if you are doing a group program, when they come back for the second session, the first thing you do is say, basically, how did it go? And this is a way that we have provided to you so that you can scale that and engage in motivational interviewing, trigger thoughts and responses. Again, without being in front of them at that time. So completely self-paced. They're going through each one of these programs. And you can see I have here that this program, this piece of the program is available on day 1. And then on day 7, they get access to this week. And then we move forward with 14 and 21. So it's 4 weeks of content being pushed out. Emma, is there anything else that you'd like me to cover here? Or Stephanie, are people asking questions about this? If there's anything that I can show and tell?
I don't know about show and tell, but I do think it's really important to let people know that when a client's enrolled in a program in Healthie, they'll be able to access this program through their Healthie account on web and through Healthie's mobile app. So everything that you see that's available, let's say on the 14th day, when they log into Healthy from app or mobile, from web app or mobile, they'll be able to, in their programs tab, see their program, and they'll be able to scroll through and see all the new available resources for them. So it's really convenient for the client to have these programs, and they'll always have access to them.
I mean, think about your client being able to, make this vegetable taco soup on their iPad, right in their kitchen. Like that's a really cool thing to think about. Thank you for sharing that. That's important because not everybody's in front of their computers at all times. Okay, so let's just scroll down to the last week because there are some pieces of content that must be edited. So the final assessment is, let's just take a look at that. This just allows you to get feedback on your program. I've used a Likert scale here just to assess somebody's experience using the program. So the first question, I am able to identify a variety of foods that can be used to create immune supportive meals and snacks. And they just check one of these that are relevant to them. And then you'll be able to view that. Emma, do you want to just share quickly how somebody can view the responses here?
Yes, so there's a few ways to view either everyone as a whole or maybe as an individual. If you could go to the options tab in the right-hand corner next to back to program, yep, there's an option for download form responses. What we'll do, we'll collectively grab everyone's responses, place them into an Excel spreadsheet, which you can download and view. Each individual's responses will appear there. If you just wanted to view it for the individual, inside of the client's profile, you'll be able to track their progress inside of the program that they're participating in, and you can see all the completed modules, and you'll be able to see the assessments that they filled out in there.
Perfect. I actually have a question. Do clients have to mark a module as complete, or once they open it and view it, it's automatically complete?
They have to mark it complete. There will be a button at the bottom for them.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so we have the final assessment. There's just a little success message, which you can edit and should edit there. At the end of the course, I recommend that you do just a brief video of yourself, even if it's on your phone and you upload it to Healthy, just to say, congratulations, you finished this course. I'm here for you, and whatever other messages you want to share with your clients and patients. Also, we integrate with FullScript, as does Healthy. And so I have included a professional supplements section here at the end. For each one of our courses, I have created a protocol. We're not going to go into FullScript and how to create protocols now, but you should do the same, right? So if you're going to offer even one course or a variety of courses, you're going to want a protocol created in your FullScript account for that. So you have to edit this content because this talks about my personal approach to offering supplements. But just note here that including a link to your protocol is really important. And I've seen great success with issuing courses within my practice and patients actually following through with getting their supplements.
Just to tack onto that, Jeannie, just so everyone knows, a FullScript account is free. You can create your own FullScript account. You will have to put in credentials just to verify that you're a healthcare provider. But the integration within Healthy can be enabled for any plan for free.
Thank you for that, Stephanie. And then lastly, just their opinion about, first we're assessing the final assessment really was about what they've learned and what they've gained. And then really just here, it's about kind of the course content itself. Was there enough information? Was the amount of culinary guidance good? And then you'll just get it. Everybody's population is different. We all serve different communities. So you'll be able to, once you run this once or twice, you'll be able to get an idea of what your community specifically is looking for. If they want more culinary guidance or less, or they'd rather not have it 4 weeks, they'd rather have it 2, something like that, you'll get a good idea here. So that is it. All courses, again, look the same. Just a reminder, you're going to have kind of your welcome up front, what to expect, weeks 1 through 4. Each week has nutrition education in the form of a narrated slide deck, a knowledge check, culinary videos, a little bit of extra content. We've also uploaded handouts and graphics for you, and then the SMART goals at the end. And then the following week, we start with a reflection and we start all over again. Does that make sense, everybody? Emma, we're good?
We're all good.
Okay. Okay, good.
I'm not sure if you wanted me to pop onto the client side just to let everyone
Yes.
kind of quickly see what it looks like on the client side.
Sure, that would be great.
Let me just. Okay. So when logging in onto the client side, and I mentioned earlier that you have full control over all the different metrics and settings that you would like your client to see. So you can turn on like the food diary, the metrics. We have a few of the diaries that you can turn on. On the left-hand side, the client will see the programs tab, and then under programs, that's where they're going to see the program that that they signed up for or enrolled into. They'll be able to view that program's details and kind of see, all the modules laid out here for them to view. So they'll see the image, the benefits, and then all of the modules. If there's a module that is kind of in the future, it will be graded out for them, so they won't be able to see it. This client has access to all of the modules currently right now. And then what the client can do is just click on view, and then that's where they can go ahead and go through the content material. So we do include the emails, the custom emails inside of their program. So not only they'll receive those custom emails in their inbox, but in the case of clients aren't checking their emails, they can also review those emails inside of their program. So this is that welcome email. They'll have that complete button that will mark it off complete, which you can keep track of each client's progress within their profile and see where they're at inside of the course. So I'm just going to press complete, and then about your instructor. Here again, we just recommend you going through the material, add in those plugins, and just make sure it's kind of tweaked around to your practice. So that's just wanted to show going through some of the, let me press view details and just show some of the other content. Let's say, for instance, like the technique video, they can view and watch the video, and here is the handouts that they can download. In the right-hand side, they have modules, so they can actually kind of skip around if they wanted to review a module in the past, they can. So that's where in their programs tab, they'll only see the programs that they signed up for. Under packages in this area, that's where they're going to see all of the ones that they can sign up for. So a common question I received, currently the packages are hidden from this client, so they can't see any of those ones that I've created for the meal plan. If I made it visible, it will pop up here, but they will only be able to see for them to enroll into one of your programs or have access to one of the meal plans is they have to go through a package, which is like the sales page or the sign up page. And then if that package includes that program, then they'll in their programs tab, they'll see that program that they're enrolled into.
I actually have a question because I've gotten it before from practitioners. Let's say somebody is running a longer program, right? So it's not they're not just offering the program, they're offering a more, complex offer. Like let's say it's 8 weeks, but they don't want to issue the program until week 4. So would they create a package then? Is that the best way to do it? Create the package and have the program start on a different week?
Yeah.
Instead of day 1, have it start on day 14?
You could do it that way. The other way is when creating your program, we do give the option to have it a rolling start program, or you can have a fixed start program.
Perfect.
Yeah. So let's say you don't want them to start receiving the content till November 1st. However, they can still sign up, enroll into the program, but the material won't trickle out till November 1st.
Perfect. Great.
So yeah, that's with the client side. So let me just hop off here. Just sign me out. And I think, yeah, we're just gonna go through Q&A right now.
Great.
So let me.
I am here. Let me go to Q&A.
I hear you. I don't see you.
I am hidden. Okay, just give us 1 second. Okay, Julia, this is a good question. Emma, this one's going to be for you. What is the difference between packages and programs within the Healthy platform?
Yes, great question. So with the programs feature, it's where the educational content material lives in. It's just the program with all the modules in there. That includes all the forms, documents, videos, emails. The package is the sales page. It's how for the client to get enrolled into your program, they actually have to go through a package. So it's kind of like a two-step process. You create the program and then you create the sales page, which is the package that they'll sign up. And that's how our system will know which program for them to get added to.
So the package is the offer.
Mm-hmm.
The package is what they're paying for. The package can be just the program. But actually, the package really, if you're going to be using one of our programs, needs to be the program plus the meal plan. And then anything else you want to add, right? Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And to add to that, a package, you could offer a package for free, but you can also put a price to it. So it's your way to set up additional services and generate additional revenue for your practice. And like Emma and Jeannie had covered earlier, you can also add value to existing packages that you have by bundling in appointments or other services within your package.
I'm glad you brought that up because we do have quite a few practitioners who take insurance and they just want to offer the meal plans as added value to their practice. And so creating a free package that is a meal plan is the way to go, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Jeannie, can you talk about a Living Plate Rx membership, how to sign up for a membership, and also what's the difference between a Prime membership and a basic membership?
And there's also healthcare professional and wellness professional. So we'll just cover that briefly too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Living Plate Rx membership grants you access to two basically pillars of content. Reflecting back on that Venn diagram, nutrition education and culinary, right? So the digital meal planning software is the culinary piece. The library of nutrition education materials is the nutrition education piece. Membership gives you access to both of those. So it gives you access to handouts, ebooks, blog posts, social media posts, email drip sequences. So we cover a lot of marketing and business stuff there too, all of which you can bring into Healthy, right? And then of course the digital meal plans, we give you pre-populated meal plans. I think we have close to 30 pre-populated meal plans for different nutrition prescriptions, but you can also create your own. And I really encourage most of our practitioners to create signature meal plans that really reflect your brand and your practice. You can curate a plan and then scale it to as many people as you want. So that is what membership includes. It is appropriate for both healthcare and wellness professionals. When you sign up for Living Plate Rx, and we're giving you, can we just drop the link here, Stephanie? It's a link that's on the slides. It's just livingplaterx.com. You do need to apply to become a member. When you apply, you will be asked the question, are you a wellness professional or are you a healthcare professional? Almost always it's pretty clear, but there are some people who kind of bridge that gap a little bit. Maybe they're a licensed nutrition professional in their state, but they're not a registered dietitian, right? So if you're unsure of which bucket you kind of fit into, which pillar you fit into, you can always reach out to me and my team, and we'll review your credentials, but you are going to have to upload your credentials, and almost always that will tell us kind of where you belong. The reason why we separated our library, since mostly the library, is because the highly prescriptive content, it's a liability to grant access to somebody who doesn't have malpractice insurance. And so that was the easiest way for us to kind of tweeze it apart. So our wellness professionals have access to probably 85, 90% of all the same content that everybody else has, but things like chronic kidney disease, low FODMAP diet, things that are highly prescriptive are going to be in the healthcare professional only. Did that cover everything, Stephanie?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay,
and then
cool.
we do, just if you tuned in a little bit late, There were a couple questions again about the programs. Is the content preloaded and healthy? And also, yes, so is that preloaded and healthy? And if there's anything else from the library, how are they getting it into healthy?
Yeah, so this is step one. Step one is to get the meal plan integration, which is done, and the programs, which we've been in beta for just I guess about a month now, Emma, and just working out things. I mean, during a beta launch, you want things to break and things to go wrong so you know how to fix them. And that's basically what we have been doing in partnership with Healthy. So we are rolling out our programs kind of one by one, very carefully, very deliberately, just to make sure that that content is solid for you. Our other content, we are also going to be making available. So things like the handouts, the ebooks, the blog posts and the social media posts will probably just remain in the library because you're going to want to edit those before you upload them into Healthy. So let's say you want to send an email through Healthy. You have access to all of the content, whatever topic you want to discuss, but we just don't preload that for you. But it's really like simple process. You're either going to download a Word document and edit it, and then use it in Healthy, or you're just going to brand something, download it, and upload it to Healthy. So yeah, I mean, eventually we'd like to get most of the library in there for our members so that it really becomes, you want that grain ebook, just click and go. That's the idea. But we're not quite there yet. We're getting there.
Question, Emma, maybe for you, and just talking about how this integration would work for multi-practitioner practices. So any group practices out there, and how can they leverage, or Jeannie, you probably have insights as well, how they can leverage the integration across their group practice.
Are you asking me or Emma?
Well, I'll field it. Whoever wants it. Who wants
it? So with group practices, it's a little bit different with Living Plate Rx because we don't have like a corporate sign-in. It is one login. So the Living Plate Rx account and access is associated with one email and one email only. There's a total workaround there though. So if you have a larger group, and we do have practices like 4 or 5 dietitians that we service right now, and clinical institutions as well. We just get, you only pay for one membership, but then we get both of your email addresses and we grant access that way. So it's a little bit manual, but it can be done. So you get access to all the same content. You don't have to pay for another membership. And we do have levels. If you're an institutional provider and you have many people using the platform, we have to do unique pricing for that.
And on the Healthy side, we would add that Healthy is very flexible for group practices. And as an admin, you can control permissions, but generally the content library that you have, the programs, the packages, those are all shareable across your providers. And so it makes it very easy for your entire practice to leverage the content and to run it with clients. So it's very flexible when it comes to groups.
Oh, Cindy, thank you. Cindy's saying for anybody considering Living Plate RX, it's fantastic. Thank you, Cindy. Great to have cheerleaders in the room with us. Fabulous. Somebody else was asking a question about health coaches and the prescriptive content. So everything that you have access inside of your Living Plate RX library is available in Healthy. But if it's not available in your library, it's not available in Healthy. So if you have a question about content that you want access to that you're not seeing, just send me an email and we'll have a conversation about it.
Jeannie, I'm not sure if we're at time,
okay.
But the last quick question here is just the Living Plate landing pages for mealtime method programs and courses. Yes. I don't know if that's something that you want to include here, but how to leverage those.
Well, I'll just mention that the pre-populated landing pages you're not going to want to use in Healthy. So the pre-populated landing pages are where your clients can pay a kind of a standard price for one of our meal plans, and then you get a commission. We created those landing pages mostly for clinical practitioners who can't charge for meal plans, and the patients are just kind of on their own. In Healthy, because you can name your own price, you're going to want to create your own package, your own meal planning package inside Healthy, and that would actually, that URL, remember that Emma showed you, that is actually going to replace your landing page that's inside of your Living Plate dashboard. If that is not making any sense to you, it will make a ton of sense once you sign up and get into the dashboard. But we do, Stephanie, provide our members with these pre-populated landing pages. Sometimes they're like good marketing tools and good lead generators, but because inside Healthy, you have the opportunity to name your own price. That's what I would do.
Great. And with that, everyone, we are going to wrap it up. And what we just want to remind you, if you are new to Living Plate, you don't have a membership yet, you can go to livingplaterx.com to sign up. If you're new,
it's free. Wait, it's free. It just meant, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's free to apply and set up an account. Like you don't have to, right? So you can just go to Living Plate Rx and create an account and get access to a masterclass to learn more. And yeah, that's
perfect.
Just want to make that clear.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you're new to Healthy, you can go to gethealthy.com as well to sign up for an account. You can also sign up for our free starter plan as well. Once you have a Living Plate and Healthy account, you can email us hello@gethealthy.com to request that we enable the integration for your account. All right. And we hope that we answered all of your questions today. We thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please reach out if you have any
Living.
questions.
And thank you, Emma. So thank you, everyone. This recording
Yes, Emma,
will be sent out later today. And yes, all right. Have a great day, everyone. And
Thanks.
make the most of the integration.
Take care. Bye.
Take care.